Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High with your host, Matt McGregor and Tone Vase. Happy Labor Day, brother. How are you? Happy Labor Day, comrade.
I'm good. It's a little colder than I'd like. Usually it warms up in the afternoon here in the woods. I got a bunch of friends. I have family already here. I got a bunch of friends coming. So I'll be hosting a barbecue starting in about 2 hours. So let's get the show on the road.
Fantastic. Well, this is going to be a 10-minute lightning blitzkrieg kind of show. It's still 10,000 degrees here in Japan, but we can push on through. Am I already? I can't even click on.
A little bit, but let's just do it, man. It's wasting time talking about it won't help.
No. I'm just trying to click on the mother. All right, monthly time frame. I don't mind. I mean, it's a bad monthly close. The monthly looks the best of all of my charts that I possibly have on all through every time. Definitely see is coming back down to this 103s, 500. Good. All right. It won't be as painful as it could be. We lose that simple target. Scary. Daily time. I did a show early on our black box trading bot where Blue and I went into deep. The price at the time of doing was around 108. I said this is an MRI, buy candle on the daily. I think if we could, it could be a possible buy from where it is right now. But I would only look at it as a short-term buy. I can see this is what I said. This is 108. That I think that we'll come back up and retest the 7. Well, we came back up to the dollar almost to retest the 7. That trade for me is done. I'm not interested in Bitcoin anymore until we clear at least the 7 simple moving average. But then barring that, we've got the bloody, 30 simple day, 50. We've got a whole lot to go. I'm not interested in Bitcoin at this prices. Today, when the price was down at 107, whatever it was, I saw a buy on because of the MRI buy, but I don't see that buy anymore. I'll go back to the weekly. I skipped the weekly, but I'll do that real quick. I know I'm on the clock. I'm watching it, right? The wave has officially turned red, sorry. It's not a good sign. Last week's MRI was bad. This 103 zone, I can see as a potential, I think, this week, which was that 7 simple moving average on the monthly. And it's in the vicinity of a 30 simple moving average on the weekly. Same rules apply. I haven't lost faith if that can be hit. But if that's lost and the 50's lost, I think we're in for some hell. But as I always say, that's where you start to look for really good opportunities. I would love us to flash crash down, get a 3-day green diamond. First of all, a daily, a 3-day, weekly. Looking at for a great end of year if we can do that to clear out some of the dead wood. That's all I have to say about Bitcoin. I'll talk more about it in the days to come. Our trading competition has been unbelievable. That we have over links in the description below the Discord group. You can't go wrong. I've been cleaning house with the shorts I did on all these shit coins. Absolutely cleaning house. That black line is where I shorted all these trades. I missed this one, the Sui one by like $1. That sucks. But the rest of them I got in. ETH, I'm up about 5%. The Link, I'm up about 30%. XRP, I'm up about 90%, 80, 90%. And Doge, I'm up about 10%, something like that. Cleaned house with those trades. I'll probably pull them. I think Bitcoin has a great chance of like shooting down a little further. At that point, I'll clean out of all these trades and sweep the trading competition if I can do that. Great opportunity to get on board these sign-up bonuses that we have on Blowfin. This is just classic, man. You got to get on Blowfin. If you're looking for the best non-KYC exchange in the world, please do so. On a private note, it's officially announced, Crypto Fight Week, Singapore. Your boy Matt's facing this ass clown. He's a big guy, about 6'1", and looks in tremendous shape. Go over to Twitter and follow me. I'm just Alpha Numetrics. If you're not following, get behind me on this, boys. And add me on Instagram at alpha.BLKBöX, Alpha Black Box, because we'll be posting over the next month or so, just some great content. I made a really funny promotional video. I can't wait for you. If you like me, if you hate me, there's nothing I can do for you. Tone,
Hey man,
I'm back
what day
now.
is the
Please
fight?
like, subscribe, share.
What day?
The first Singapore, 1st of October. I'm in the best shape of my life as a 40-year-old man. Come on, let's go. All right, Tone. How long did it take me to do that? 5 minutes. Okay, you've got 4.5 minutes left. Let's do
Great.
it.
All right. So the month is just getting started. There's not much to say. The last month was a very disappointing candle. We made a brand new swing high. We did not completely cover the prior green candle, and we are still in a bullish count. So at least that is something. The weekly is sitting right at support, but it's not very strong support. Also, we printed a red star candle and we're coming off an MRI warning arrow with a really nasty reversal candle, and we broke below the consolidated low. So if I had to, if I was forced to say something about the weekly candle, I would say it's slightly leaning bearish, especially with the what do you call them? What do we call this indicator again? AXA. There you go. Especially with the AXA.
That's it. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
I really like the CMF, but it seems to be an outlier because the MACD is very bearish and the RSI is also very bearish. So the only outlier here is the CMF. And as much as I like the CMF, if it's the only thing that's bullish, that is definitely not enough to really be bullish here. The weekly chart needs to, get all the way back above 115 for it to have any kind of, hope that we are back in the bull market, and we need a green star candle for sure. So wasn't really that interested in doing a show today, but then this morning when we kind of chatted, I saw that, hey, we have an MRI buy, and I should always do a show on an MRI buy candle because they don't come around very often. This is actually the second time we're getting an MRI buy candle this month, assuming, it's September 1st. So technically it's the next month, but you know what I mean. Which is rare. And remember what happened last month. So it's funny what Matt said. Like, Matt, you said that, yes, it's an MRI buy, but, you're not bullish and it's not interesting.
Well, just to clarify, at 107 this morning, 12 hours ago, I said this is a buy, but I'm only interested for it to come back up and touch the 7 simple moving average, which it absolutely did. It was the perfect. Yeah.
Now, not that I'm picking on you, but in general,
Come on,
I am always very interested anytime there is an MRI buy like this. It doesn't even have to be an MRI buy. It could be, a massive reversal candle. It could be a move off the moving average. Now, even though this chart looks very, very ugly, and it may have already topped on a rebound, getting ready to go down into the 90s, but any move to a new all-time high has to start from somewhere. And any kind of, clinging to a hope, whether it's a bounce off a moving average, whether it's a hammer candle, whether it's an MRI candle, that is like its best opportunity to get the ball rolling. And the ball, the little tiny snowball got rolling this morning. Will it turn into a boulder and break all of this resistance? It's unlikely, but it has a chance, right? It has to start off with a little tiny snowball. So the tiny snowball got rolling, and its first step is to close above the 128-day moving average. That's step number one, and we have about 12 hours to see if step number one is achieved. If step number one is achieved, now we're looking for an entire candle above the moving average. Then we look for a green star candle. Then we look to break, this horizontal resistance, and the 50-period moving average, right? So we have a little tiny snowball forming, and let's see if it rolls into something serious. So I don't have a problem with anyone buying this dip, whether
I,
at any point on this candle.
sorry, Tony, to cut you off, but I totally agree with you. And where it was this morning, that's why I thought it's worth a punt for all the reasons you just said. But the failure that it had off the 7 simple, which I really I thought we'd get to at least the 7 simple. So I thought it was a clean cut trade, but we got heavily rejected. So for now, it's like, well, with the red wave, you got to prove it to me for me to get any more excited. It did for me what I thought it was going to do. Now it's got to prove it to me, and I'm happy to be wrong. I'm not right or wrong. I'm happy to be shown that it can do it.
So I was completely asleep at 2 in the morning Eastern time last night when we reached the MRI buy on the hourly chart. As you guys know, I really like the hourly chart. This MRI buy happens to be inside the daily, which gives it, some extra oomph to the upside. We, kind of battled through a bad hour at 6 in the morning, and we're now starting to challenge that top again. We still have massive, massive resistance over at 111,000. But if by some miracle we're able to get over this 111,000, and if we are able to close the day, in this $111,000 zone, I will be very bullish going into next week. At least for a challenge of 113. So the hourly chart looks decent to me. Let's see if it could, muster anything extra. The 4-hour chart does not look interesting to me at all, even though, we did bounce off of this 4-hour MRI buy on Friday, but we've gone, too much time has passed. So to me, this is now has been irrelevant at this point. We have the weekly MRI buy on Bitcoin dominance. I think the altcoin, the shitcoin season is over. And I don't know how Bitcoin is going to outpace the shitcoins. I mean, Bitcoin can crash 30% and altcoins can crash 50%. Or Bitcoin could rise 100% and shitcoins only rise 50%. But I am very confident that your alt season is done. Okay, and going forward, Bitcoin is going to challenge its new all-time highs. Gold is at a new all-time high, both swing and current weekly close. It's a new candle. We got a new weekly close. We just achieved a new weekly high. That is very, very bullish for gold. And again, it's a little surprising why Bitcoin is lagging behind. Silver is doing very, very well. As you guys know, I'm still holding. I sold all my silver bars at the last silver bull market. And that was back here in the pandemic. So at this silver bull market, I may be considering selling the coins as well. I held on to the coins, but 50 is the ultimate, top for silver. We discussed why in the past. I'm not going to get into it now. So I'll be looking to roll out of my silver up there, and I'm happy to get back into silver when it falls back down to about $30 or so. Oil is not interesting, and the S&P 500 had a bad Friday. Today's a holiday. Futures are probably still closed. Maybe they're open. Futures are actually open. I don't know why it says Tuesday the 2nd. I guess they're going into the future. No, I know why. This is going to be the Tuesday scandal. It's weird, but that's how futures trade. Nothing to say in the S&P. We have to wait and see. September is usually a very bad month for the stock market. September is usually a very weak month, and October is where it usually finds a bottom and starts to rally to the upside. All right, and that is it for me as well. Time for us to get going. I gotta go fire up the grill. I gotta start smoking ribs. Follow me on Instagram at Tone Vase. Oh, I didn't post yesterday's videos. I need to do that. And see you all on the next one, Matt, unless you have something. Wait, one last thing. Here is the monthly data for the Bitcoin ETFs. They were down 9,000 Bitcoin for the month. I can't believe another month is over. I need to redo this chart so we can start tracking the next set of numbers for September.
Bring it back to me for a second. I want to say goodbye. It'll take 30 seconds. All right. Thanks, Tone. I hope you have a wonderful day smoking some ribs. Follow Tone on Instagram, the real Tone Vase. That's not his handle, but make sure you get the right Tone Vase. I've got about 10 on there that try to follow me each week. Get Tone Vase. You'll be smoking ribs. Guys, do yourself a favor. Jump inside the Discord group. All of those altcoins, which especially XRP, for some reason, I'm just 80% up in like a week. Fantastic short trade. I posted all of them in the channel. It costs you nothing. I think that if you're interested in trading, why not join? It costs you nothing. And please follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be posting so many funny things. You guys are our people, my community. I'd love to have your support going into September and going into Singapore. It means a lot to me to see you there and comment, and I'll talk to all you back. If you message me, reach out. Alpha.BLKBöX, alpha.blackbox. Let's be friends. All right. Have a wonderful Labor Day. And for those of you Americans and the ones who aren't Americans, have a nice Monday, Tuesday, Sunday night.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.